Nothing happens to anybody which he is not fitted by nature to bear. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them or learn to bear them. Though you break your heart, men will go on as before. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Regain your senses, call yourself back, and once again wake up. Now that you realize that only dreams were troubling you, view this reality as you view your dreams. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Do what you will. Even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. Whoever does wrong, wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice does it to himself, making himself evil. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. Nothing happens to anybody which he is not fitted by nature to bear. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth. by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up, if thou wilt always look.